For all the details on what happened to me regarding my injury, we're pushing 100 hours plus video now. YouTube channel, My Medical Nightmare. Alright, why is it important that you always get the first and last name of any person that you deal with in regards to healthcare and medical treatment? This next story sums it all up. Later in the video, you'll hear my call to Grandview Medical Group Neurology, located off Highway 280. There I was trying to talk to someone about a bill I had in 2023 for a 2019 visit I had with Dr. Kyle Hudgens. Office manager and phone receptionist Ronnie refused to give me her first and last name, and I believe Ronnie is a pseudonym, false name, or nickname. I was calling about a $1 million head injury that I had that was misdiagnosed by their doctor. Alright, some more trouble for Grandview Medical Center. Aldotcom mentions there's been ongoing civil and legal cases against former Grandview employee Cornell Richards, who is a behavioral health technician at the medical center. He's accused of sex crimes against psychiatric patients at the facility. In 2022, the grand jury indicted Richards on 4 felony counts of sexual abuse, 1 count of rape, 2 counts of sodomy. After he was arrested in 2022, investigators alleged he assaulted at least 4 psychiatric patients between July and September. The unnamed women argue Grandview did not properly vet Richards for the position, allowed him to continue abusing patients despite multiple reports against him, and ultimately attempt to sweep the assaults under the rug. Despite receiving reports of at least 4 separate sexual assaults involving Richards within less than 2 months, the Grandview defendants failed to properly suspend him pending an adequate investigation by hospital supervisors and the police. The civil lawsuit says the Grandview patients and their affiliates made multiple reports to the hospital about the alleged abuse, and that the hospital did not provide rape kits or examinations by doctors. Richards was even allowed time in isolation with patients after they had complained about him. The lawsuit adds that after patients began putting in reports, some of them were essentially forced to leave Grandview without having an off-boarding meeting with a doctor before being discharged. Back in October of this year, 2025, a Jefferson County jury found Richards not guilty of 1 of 7 felony charges, accusing him of sexually assaulting patients. The jury could not reach a unanimous verdict on 6 of the other charges. Judge Kachia Davis set a new trial date for the unresolved cases to begin July 13th, 2026.
Operator, may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to reach the office of CEO Daniel McKinney.
One moment. Thank you for calling Grandview Administration.
I was a patient for Grandview Neurology, Dr. Kyle Hudgens, MD. I called their office yesterday, September 26, 2023, to discuss billing and service issues that arose during my visit. I had a broken skull injury I was dying from. I showed the doctor, printed out X-ray, CT, MRI showing the injury clearly. Dr. Hudgens, looking at the same images, told me no injury appeared there. He provided no useful service in my visit, $265 cash. I would like to inform the CEO that Grandview Neurology staff now use pseudonyms, nicknames, and false names when dealing with the public. I was hung up on when requesting a first and last name from the staff I talked to. She identified herself as Ronnie. At the same time, the representative for the MD make $140 an hour after going to school for 10 years. They request access to patients' PHI personal health data. They seek to remain anonymous. In my case, this practice is now being abused because it's being used to conceal negligence and liability. Also, a HIPAA issue is involved, withholding medical records. When I talk to someone about $1 million health issue, I'm going to have a first and last name for my records keeping before I talk to that person. That's professional. Your customers and patients who pay you money will not accept this corrupt practice, and it will one day soon be done away with, mandated by law. So you heard it here first. Still trying to talk to someone at Grandview about my bill, and you can reach me at that phone number. Look forward to talking to you, sir. Hello, I'm trying to reach Ronnie.
This is her.
Yes, ma'am. I called yesterday regarding my bill and a visit with college.
One second. What's your date of birth?
Okay, do you have a last name?
I'm not giving you my last name, sir.
Okay, so
I'll give you my initial.
Okay, Grandview doesn't give the first and last names of people that deal with the public.
I can give you my first name and my last initial, sir,
Well-
but I do
well,
not
no-
give out my last name.
No, ma'am. You'll give me your first and last name, or I can't talk to you.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I will not be able to talk to you then. Thank you, and you have a good day. Thank you for calling Grandview Medical Group Neurology. The office of Drs. Kyle Hudgens, Rodney Swilly, James Strong, Drew Urich, Stephen Suggs, and Natalia B.